They're playing some Grease, so I'm gonna go and check this out, and you can see the class along with me. Let's do it. I'm sweating, but now I'm outside and I'm gonna do the cold plunge, and I'm gonna do it now before I tuck myself out of it. So I'm gonna give this to you. All right, here I go. Wow, okay. Wow! It's just for general passengers. It's usually a bit of a longer line, but if you have TSA pre-check, you get to enter at this entrance right here. Look who I came across, you guys, at the great Minnesota get-together, the Minnesota governor. Governor Walz is right here. How are you doing this morning?
The celebration has been so much fun. There's so much to do, including an obstacle course right here made out of trees, and I've got my fan club right here. They're gonna watch me go on it. What do you think, guys? Do you think I can make it without falling? Yeah! All right, let's try it out.
As you've been scrolling through Instagram Reels lately, you may have come across this video.
Will you give me ibuprofen?
Yeah.
What you may not have noticed is that it's from the Med City Marathon.
So many.
But just grab what you need.
Byron native Shelby Strain has been running for a few years now.
I just started doing 5Ks and slowly worked my way up to a full marathon.
She ran in this year's Med City Marathon in Rochester, and her partner, St. Charles native Carson Henry, traveled from North Dakota to come support her.
I can't even imagine running over 10 miles, so the 26.2 is definitely one of those things where I was like, we got to get this documented.
Carson decided to check in with Shelby every couple of miles and recorded each of their interactions.
I thought he was just gonna show up like once in a while. I had no idea he was gonna be there that many times.
I had an idea right before I came down there, kind of planned out what I wanted to do, and then just kind of surprised her every couple miles.
After she completed the race, they edited the video and put it up on Instagram Reels, wanting to share it with friends and family. But it took off and has quickly gained more than 5.5 million views.
I just remember like laughing, like it was just something fun for us to do. And then when I saw it blow up, I was like, oh my gosh, my face is everywhere now.
For Shelby, there were moments when it got tough along the run, but Carson was there at many stops along the way, and that helped her keep going.
It was really nice to be running and just see him. It kind of gave me the energy and confidence to keep going.
It's the kind of love and support that you want to last a lifetime. So, a week after the run, Carson pops the question in Arizona.
I'd do anything I could to help support her.
Darian Leddy, KTTC News.
From a young age, we learn about the world and ourselves through stories.
Which one of these is the most?
And for this Byron preschool class, they're doing it by their own book.
Who remembers what the title of our book was? If I were a... I would be a...
Recently, this preschool class became published authors after their teacher helped them write, illustrate, and send off their book to get published.
Or they can look back and be like, this is something special we did my first year in school, the first instance of school I've ever had.
Each kid chose an animal that represents them and wrote about why they connected to it.
Camden said he'd be a hedgehog because he's super fast. When you're dealing with 4- and 5-year-olds, animals is something very relatable.
It's really tough and has sharp claws and it's venomous.
Scott says the class reads together every day, and this book has quickly become one of their new favorites.
The only mammal that lays eggs is the platypus.
Books are something that are so important just because it's their first way they learn how to read, by looking at pictures. And they can make up the story as they go along in their head. The kids can look through this book and they're going to understand because they remember all of their friends in class and what they wanted it to be.
My dad reads it to me at nighttime because I don't really know how to read. My sister does because she's 8 years old.
How does it feel to have your own book?
Good. It feels good.
If you're walking around Peace Plaza in downtown Rochester, rain or shine, chances are you'll come across the longtime owner of the Eagle store, Warren Williams.
The Eagle Drug got started in Civil War time by a Hardy-Shermer family. And one day the last member of the family that had it walked in my store and said, "Come on down and buy me out."
He first started out in 1969 when he bought his first business in downtown Rochester, then bought the Eagle store, then Eagle Drug in '75.
Morning Eagle
He's been at his current building since '87.
It's fun, nice to meet people and every day, and they're friendly and happy.
His son Steve has been helping out around the store since he was 12.
He's my dad. He's still the boss.
You boss him around?
Oh yeah.
Just last week, Warren celebrated his 93rd birthday. 54 of those spent working at the store.
It'll take a little bit.
So you're 93 and you're still working.
Yes.
Why do you choose to still work?
Well, I feel good, and it kind of helps me get along.
Dad still wants to come down and be here every day. And it's really important that you, even at that age, that you have something to look forward to doing every day.
Darian Leddy, KTTC News.